There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello and welcome back to IGOW4. I'm your host, FPV Skittles, and we are on weekly challenge number 14, the Happymodel Selfies. So for this week's challenge, you're going to have to fly all around yourself and through your legs, hence the name Selfies. And for the first time, we're going to have a requirement that you must do the tricks inside somewhere where there's a 9-foot max ceiling height. Alright, so I'm actually at West Coast Throwdown right now as this video is premiering. So Callisto's going to go over the specific weekly requirements with you. But before we get into that, I'm here to talk about our weekly featured sponsor, Happymodel. Happymodel makes some of the most popular and widely used bind and fly whoops and whoop electronics on the market. Ever since the Mobula 7, they've been a leader in the whoop space and always been innovating their products. The Mobula 6 is probably the most popular whoop of all time, and I think almost everyone who's flying whoops has had one at one point. Happymodel continues to innovate, making great motors and flight controllers and everything else you need for whoops. So check out their website, happymodel.cn, to see their products, and you can buy them at many of the popular whoop retailers. Happymodel has also been a longtime supporter of IGOW and RaceGOW, and they always provide awesome prizes for our contestants. Huge thank you to Jason and everyone at Happymodel for supporting and sponsoring IGOW4. Okay, so now let's jump into the requirements for weekly challenge number 14, the Happymodel Selfies. So let's first go to Callisto for an explanation of two of the new elements for this week's challenge, the Cradle and the 360 stall rewind.
For the cradle maneuver, or the whoop-de-doo, or the forgot my keys, whatever you want to call it, you'll fly. What you do is you fly on one side of an obstacle, keeping your orientation forward, and then flying around the obstacle, and then backwards around the other side of it. The cleanest way to do this is to try to keep the obstacle in view the entire time. So what you have to do is flying on the one side of it, pitching back, and slightly turning, keeping the object in view, and then cradling around it, coming backwards. And that's a cradle. With Stall's 360 rewind, what you're going to want to do is fly under and through your legs, and using your speed and momentum, pitch back and punch yourself up towards the ceiling, and at the peak of your momentum, looking directly at the ceiling, do a 360-degree roll, and then descend down and through your legs backwards to your starting position. And that's a Stall 360.
Alright, so now I'm going to give you over to Callisto so he can explain the 3 requirements for this week's challenge, and I might pop in here or there to add something that he left out.
Requirement number 1 consists of constant motion Mattyflip of yourself, a cradle of each leg starting from outside in, stall 360 rewind, under through your legs, and back through your legs, and then another constant motion Mattyflip, finishing off the celebration. So what you will start with is constant motion Mattyflip yourself over your head, under your legs, constant motion, then straight into the cradle of each leg starting from the outside in, straight into a stall 360 rewind, under your legs, straight up to the ceiling, rolling, descending, back through your legs, into another constant motion Mattyflip of yourself, and then finish off with celebration. That's requirement number 1.
Alright, just one quick thing I have to add there to requirement number 1. For the cradle, you must keep yourself in FPV view at all times. You can't just fly forward and then fly backwards through your legs. You actually have to lean back so you can see yourself and do a real cradle.
For requirement number 2, you must complete 2 half-mattys through your legs, both in opposite roll directions, and then straight back through your legs again into a cubics rewind. And on the cubics rewind, you must see yourself in FPV view the entire 360-degree roll before pitching forward and going back through your legs. So the first thing you need to do is one half-matty in one roll direction through your legs, and then straight back into another half-matty in the opposite roll direction, back through your legs, and then back through your legs again for the cubics rewind. And a cubics rewind is go through your legs, pitch back until you see yourself, do a 360-degree roll, keeping yourself in the FPV view, and then pitch forward, returning back through your legs to complete the challenge. So, one half-matty in one direction through your legs, straight back into another half-matty back through your legs, and then through your legs again for a cubics rewind. So through your legs, pitch back until you see yourself, 360-degree roll, pitch forward, and return back through your legs to complete the challenge. You must fly away cleanly with no bumps or ground taps. Requirement number 3 consists of 2 regular orbits, 2 constantly motion power loops, and 2 inverted orbits, keeping your upper body and your head towards the center of the FPV view the entire time. And the first thing you'll need to do is 2 regular orbits of yourself, and immediately go into 2 power loops, 2 constantly motion power loops. Immediately after the second power loop, while passing through your legs, you must go immediately into the 2 inverted orbits, keeping your upper body and your head towards the center of the FPV view the entire time. The max camera angle on this is going to be 45 degrees, and I use 30 degrees.
Everyone, do your best on these 3 selfie combos. We're coming down to the end of the game here, and we're soon going to find out who the 16 pilots are that make the IGOW4 playoffs. Good luck, and happy whooping!
Yeah, I'm fine. If it is for not being able to sleep, eat for every night. Yeah, I'm fine. Finally feeling the pressure of keeping my feelings inside. Yeah, I'm fine. Well, maybe I'm not, and I just need to tell someone I'm not alright.